About 1 week ago, I posted this clip on Twitter.
Double kill.
Now at first, I thought this Twitter clip would just kind of be something I posted and it wouldn't really get much viewership, it would just go under the radar. But I actually got a reply from Mint Blitz, who I tagged in the tweet, but I usually don't expect people like him to really respond to me. But what he had to say was what made me much more concerned. Now what his response said was, "Enjoy it while it lasts, gets patched winter update as far as I know." Now this video is a way for me to tell 343 and try to get my voice out there to say that I think this is a waste of time for them to patch, and I think that it actually is really healthy for the game to have this kind of weird glitch working, so to speak. Now in order to understand what I mean when I say this, you have to go back in time and look at previous Halo games and some of the mechanics that were actually glitches that were greatly beloved by the community. First of all, I'd like to point out Mongoose launching from Halo 3. Many people have seen clips of people launching the Mongoose and doing really cool stuff like sticking an enemy with a sticky grenade or even landing on top of an enemy with a splatter. Now some of you might be sitting here saying, that's not a glitch, that's actually just the way the physics engine works in Halo 3. And you're technically right, but I would venture to argue that most game devs really don't expect you to play their first-person shooter by launching a vehicle across the map and killing people with it. Now this brings me on to my second point, which would be Halo 2 super bouncing. And this is most definitely a glitch, yet it was still something that garnered a lot of popularity and had an entire community surrounding it, and still does have a small community to this day. Same as Halo 3 Mongoose launching actually. Now super bouncing itself was actually patched out of the game, which made some sense because using super bouncing you could get out of most of the maps in Halo 2, but it still didn't keep it from getting a very large following, and tons of people were going into custom games and doing super bounces on their own. Okay, well that's neat and all, but what is my point? Well, the point that I'm making is that these little micro mechanics / glitches that were inside of these older games created entire communities within the game itself. And Halo has always been built up by many different small communities. I think that this hog launch method is something that could just build another community. I've already seen several clips being shared on places like Single Halo Clips and other places such as Twitter, other YouTube channels, and they're doing the same thing. You know, they're trying to get really cool launches and then, you know, snipe someone in midair, hit a no-scope. And I think this is only something that's a positive for the game. I don't see this actually harming the game in any way because it doesn't give you a competitive advantage in any way. If anything, it puts you at a disadvantage as you're trying to smack this warthog upwards into the air and get it to land on you perfectly just to send you at the right angle. So I really do hope that someone at 343 can maybe see this video and that we can hopefully keep cool stuff like this in the game, because I think it will only help to build larger communities within this game. That's really all I have to say. I just wanted to give a special thank you to Who's Wild for the super bounce footage. I did not have any super bounce footage of my own, so I really appreciate that. I would also really like for you guys, if you get the chance, to go check out some of these channels. These are people who are still active in these communities that are kind of dying off. So if you liked any of the Mongoose clips or any clips like that, please take some time to go ahead and check these people out. Without further ado, I've been Whacked, and thank you, and good luck, have fun.
Remember, a snake cannot eat a dragon.